Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we're off on another LOTRO tale, my friends. And while I'm filming this for you, I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but yes, it's almost Christmas time, so Merry Christmas! Again, if you're watching this at a random time, that might have dated the video a little bit. You're gonna be like, well, it's the middle of January. But anyway, welcome, my friends, welcome. Let's continue on our adventures today. So where did we leave off here in Middle-earth? In our last time, we have a couple quests to complete. We need to run back over, so we need to do chapter 2, which basically is, we need to find a coffer in Madululvara, whatever that means, or Ashur's Malfulong. These orc names are very hard to say. Containing information about Mazog. Defeat some orcs or goblins in the Murkies. Alright, so here's what first we're gonna do is we're gonna do some quests up here real quick. And we're gonna slay some things. But we don't need to kill boars, I just wanted to make sure. My axe is so, look at how big this thing is. It's so scary. It's so scary. Orc leader's coffer. Aha, you search the coffer but find nothing that mentions Mazog. Well, that's frustrating. Let's see. I feel like the music's a little bit too loud. I feel like I changed my sound settings from last time we played, and I'm definitely hearing the sound change. There we go. That's a little bit better. Except now the music's so loud you're not even going to hear it. I hear the thrush knocking. Do you hear it? Oh, that's my thrush. Hello, little thrush. I didn't realize I summoned him. That's funny. All right, let's continue on. Had to turn my fan on back there, man. It gets so hot in my room when I have the lights on and the camera for a long time in the computer. Ooh, I know I say that all the time, but it gets real warm in here. But there, you can see my face a little better. It's kind of blocking the light there. All right. You know what it is? There. I think the light was just a little bit angled off a little bit. There we go. That's better. I didn't realize. I think I bumped the light when I turned it on. Alrighty. Wow, look how cool this place is. Pretty cool. We're in Mirkwood, and that's a warg. Oh, he looks like he just wants to be our friend. No, bad warg. He wants to eat us. I know it. Oh, Mirkwood stag. This Mirkwood stag looks a little bit sickly. I don't know about you guys. Poor thing. Someone get medicine, quick. Help the animal. Alright, defeated another scout warg. Guess we do need to kill these wargs. I forgot what instrument we used last time, so we're just going to use the bassoon this time. I like the bassoon. It's got a good sound. Wait, who does that? I just thought it was a lot. I always thought that was funny when Mary did that in the Two Towers. I was kind of like, I never understood exactly why he was doing that. I think he was just making fun of Treebeard, but... All right. Gosh, man, we're just one-shotting wargs with our screeches. Just they just die. Too easy. Too easy. Alright. Let's see here. There's another warg. Get him. Baruch Hazard! Oh, we need to kill that guy. He's a boss? My warg will gnaw your bones! Oh, you're dead, huh? Oh, that's too bad. So much for that bone gnawing. All right. My usuals are usually the ones that watch LOTRO Tale, but if you're one of the watches LOTRO Tale, Don't ever check out my LOTRO life. I did post 2 performances that I had, a choir and an orchestra I'm in with both groups, on the LOTRO life with some Christmas music, if you're curious. Maybe you're watching this a year from now and it's Christmas again. Good. Good, good, good. But no matter what, they'll always be there. Pretty good. Pretty fun. We had a blast doing it. All right. All right, chapter 2 completed. So, hail Mazon, lord of the pit and ruler of the caves. The bearer of the communications has been proven in battle, his strength measured among the very highest of my warriors. I gift him to your service in the token of friendship of the orcs of Mirkwood. I here affix the mark of Maluflung. May we meet in battle beneath the yellow leaves someday soon, and share a cup and stories of the death and glory. Interesting. Alright, well, we got scary bad guys trying to have a cup of, like, tea or something. Is that what's happening? Alright, I think I need to kill some Mirkwood birds on the way back. I collect tokens from Goblin Scouts. We need to find Goblin Scouts. Alright, got it. Goblin Scouts! Goblin Scouts. It's so quiet here. Ooh, what's up there? There's quest rings up there. Oh, was that a Goblin Scout? We sensed something in stealth, but I didn't see where it was. Don't I have a song that increases my detection? Thought I did, but maybe I don't. Maybe that's just lore masters. Alright, well, so much for detecting the stealthiness of goblins. Oh, there are some elves up here with quests. There are! Well, I mean, I don't think we need to pick up more quests right now, but let's see what they are. Glamundu.
Mind my words, traveler.
Oh, interesting voice. I'm being chased by something.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? The orcs of Dol Guldur have established a camp at Ashurin Malfulung, not far to the southwest of here. Unfortunately, we learned that there is also a kennel of wargs located to the south of here. A kennel, Are they for adoption? I'm just kidding. Goldenwyn will have more knowledge of the camp, as she is the one who discovered it. When I tried to get closer to Ashur's Malfulug, I nearly set off a trap by the orcs. I found no others, which I thought strange until I realized that they were perhaps spread out to discourage larger forces from moving amongst them. If you would, search the fields between here and Ashur's Mafulug and see if you can find any traps. Disarm any that you find. Eventually, we will want to attack the camp directly, then return to me. Glamondu! Okay, alright, sir. What's this guy's?
Mind my words, traveler.
Mind my words, traveler. I'm gonna do his voice like this, because I don't... It's the same voice actor, and I'm gonna change the voice up a little bit.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? I like that voice for him. Greetings, Zollin Ironshield. I might have a word with you. Goldenwyn believes that we only reduce the threat of the wargs by destroying both the beasts and their handlers. I, however, believe there is a much more effective way to handle them. Destroy their sustenance. When next you enter Maldun Huluf, look for the barrels of food for the wargs. If you destroy these, the wargs and their handlers will be forced to retreat, or at least refrain from foraging against us. Foraying against us. This flint, steel, and kindling should be of help. Here you go. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I had some of my own, but sure. There's your word for the day right there, by the way. Foraying. All right. Wow, you have lots of quests.
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. No, that's not right. Oh, man. Elf maiden voices, guys, gets me. Okay, I'll do my best.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? Oh, it bothers me sometimes to do a voice of that, but that's all right. We'll do it anyway because I'm Voice of the Rings, and I'm going to do any voice that I can steal and copy from the NPC. Let me try again.
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. I want to hear her voice one more time.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? Not quite there.
Mind my words, traveler.
Mind my words, traveler. Besides slaying the wargs, perhaps there is another way to make their warg breeding inefficient. Every camp has a leader, and these wargs have been handlers, many handlers. If you would, go to... Excuse me. I'm a little bit dry today. It's kind of hard to do a really high voice like that. If you would, go to Mandalulur and defeat any goblin keepers you find. Perhaps by defeating the handlers, the wargs will throw into disarray. When you have slain the goblin keepers, return to me. All right, we can do that.
Stay a moment.
Stay a moment. She's going to make me read 3 paragraphs. I am sure you learned that there is a kennel of wargs kept by several goblins not far to the east of Ashur Manfulung. Manhulu, I'm just going to butcher these names and I'm going to enjoy it. Manhulu Ulur is what the enemy calls it. This camp is surely where the wargs roaming the shores of the Murkeeves are from, and it is a threat we must deal with at once. I need you to enter Mandul Ulru and defeat as many wargs as you can. When you have completed your task, return to me.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? I can't quite get her timbre. But I mean, that's probably because I'm a guy and she's a girl. So, it's probably for the best.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
But I'm Voice of the Rings. I have to get it. I have to copy all the voices and make all the voices.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? In the end, I believe the only way to truly reduce the threat of the wargs is to defeat their leader. Cut off the head, and the serpent will die. Amid the wargs of Madhulhulu, there is a warg rider who leads them all. Defeat Athrok and his beasts, and the wargs will surely be thrown into disarray. Return to me when your task is done, and I will return you as best I can. Reward. Sure, we'll help you, madame. Okay. Yeah, so they want us to go back in there and kill more things, right? That's like what's going on here. Oh my gosh, the things I do for you guys. But I'm Voice of the Rings. I gotta do all the voices, right? The good news is I have quite a decent range of volume or pitch that I can do. I can go pretty high and I can go pretty low when I want to. But the problem is getting the timbre at the higher pitches or lower pitches, because it's much easier to do a different voice and change the sound effect of your voice, right? Little goblin. Right? It's easier to do something that's more in the range of your voice. When you're really, really high, it gets a little bit more challenging to pitch it correctly, where it doesn't just sound like a mouse, right? You have to still control it. You can't just squeeze and get it as high as possible. It's a little bit different than singing too, because singing, I can sing pretty darn high pretty easily, but you can project a lot more singing. You have to like control your voice when you're doing a voiceover more. It's like, although it's also a lot of control when you're singing. So they're like two sides of one coin. I would say that's my best description. Like they're different, but they are the same. If that makes sense. We gotta kill this guy again. Die, dwarf! You will be the food for the Tashar! I don't know what that is, but Barukazon! I won't be food for no one. Nobody. Just gonna have this voice now. Again, I can totally do voice changers and too, but I have yet to use voice changers on the channel because I'm Voice of the Rings, and I can do it with my voice. But in the future, for maybe something that is unhumanly possible voice, or maybe just like a grumbly echo effect for a dragon or something, that would be kind of cool to put on a little voice changer there. Smog the Terrible. Do a cool voice like that, and then just add a little bit of reverb or something with a voice changer in this. Just something really, really cool. Could be fun. Because it's kind of like, oh gosh, Cumberbatch? No, is that Bilbo, or no? That's Bilbo. The actor who did Smaug's voice, who's so famous, who's awesome. But they did slightly put a little bit of effects on his voice the dragon's voice, right? The grumble, the super echo, the loud, the extra. Though, if you hear him actually do the voice lines, because there's some sneak peeks where he does it, he's pretty cool still, even without the effects on it. Now that you've seen an orc trap, okay. Orc trap. How many of those do I need to... Oh, 10? 10 of those things. All right. Anyway, my friends, this is gonna be a little bit cut short, but don't worry, I'll have another LOTRO tale really soon, okay? You guys have a great day in Middle Earth. Thank you to my Patreons, by the way. Like a little Santa Clausy look for a little while here for a couple episodes. Until I change this again. Thank you to Skumley, my Royal Guard. I appreciate the support, and all my other Patreons. And thank you to my subscribers. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe button's there if I earned it. Next episode's up there, and over there's LOTRO Tale, and I'm always trying to improve my voiceovers. So thanks for your support and watching the channel, and I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Baruch Kazad, Kruzad, I meant you. I'm just kidding. See you guys.